What's up, guys? Holyknight Atlas, bringing you chapter 65 review on Dr. Stone, titled A Telephone from a Dead Man. This chapter was very interesting and intriguing. We had a lot of good parts. In the beginning, we had Taiju just crying his eyes out, you know, just being all emotional and mumbling, and so was Uzaya. She was with them as well. They were just there emotionally. And Taiju comes out saying, "I'm Senku," and Senku's like, what are you talking about? You know, they had that comedic aspect right there in the beginning and all. And where they talking or whatever, Senku tells them something really weird. He tells them to bring out somebody near you, you know, like people that are surveilling them, watching them and all. And people was like, there's the people that are with Senku on the other side of the telephone are like, why would he do that? I mean, that, you know, they thought like he wasn't gonna do it because it didn't make sense, and he probably wouldn't trust them like that. But to their surprise, he trusted in Senku, and Taiju, you know, was willing to do it. And you know, they just had that little conversation in the beginning. It was very emotional, whatever. So then we skip over to Magna, Chrome, and Jin's party. And last week, if you remember, I was like, who's that dude with the arrow? It looks like an elf. Well, we got his name dropped in this chapter. His name was Yuko. He's the archer, and he has like supersonic hearing. And he was running after them for a while, as we can tell from this chapter, because he's tired out. And they ran to like this field of twigs and bricks, and they couldn't move, because if they would have moved, everything would have crackled and popped, and you know, Yuko would have got them. So they were thinking of different ideas they can pull off to, like, you know, escape this guy. And Magna comes out of nowhere saying, "Hey, I have a good idea. Let's get Chrome to run up and scream in front, and just keep running up straight, and I run behind him. And when the archer will shoot Chrome, Magna can just go up and smash punch him." And I guess there was that smash punch probably came from My Hero Academia. Maybe they were giving them a shout out, I guess. But it was funny. And Chrome was like, "Oh, okay, that's a good idea." And then he was like, "Wait, no, it's not." And they had that other comedic aspect right there, them talking or whatever about that. And then Chrome comes out with a really good idea. They had an extra battery. So what he did was, he had tied some twigs to it to get real hot, and then he smashed the battery, and it made this really big smoke screen. Then after the smoke screen, he started screaming around, zigzagging, you know, echoing out his voice to confuse the guy. And jumped in and helped Chrome, and was doing the same thing. And once Gin realized what they were doing, he had dropped all his stuff and supplies and was like, "Thank guys," and he ran out. But before he ran out, there was a quick page on page, I believe, 16, if you're reading a manga stream like I was, where an arrow shot off. And we didn't get to see where the arrow landed, but then in page 17, we saw Jin running slowly and hazing across a field, going back to Senku and his group to the village. So I'm wondering, did he get shot in the back? Like Gin is one of my top 3 favorite characters so far in the series. So like, if he were to pass away or get like badly injured, and we can't see him no more, that would hurt. Like, he's one of my favorite characters. Like, he's very funny and sarcastic, you know. Especially when you combine him with Senku or Chrome, it's like, just the comedic aspect between them is awesome. So like, getting rid of him would be like, aw. And not to mention, he is pretty smart and he can fight. So, but yeah, then after that happened, we jumped back to Taiju and Uzaya. We jump back to them, and then we see one of the henchmen that is, you know, following them, surveilling them. She's like this really tall, husky, muscular chick with long braided hair on each side. So, and their plan is to convert each member one by one to betray Shishio. So, I mean, the plan seems kind of fishy to me. I said it before. I mean, converting them through music and making them believe that there's another civilization out there and they can get their lives back. I don't know, it just seems kind of weird that this is their plan. Like, I feel like Senku and Jin are hiding something. Like, there has to be more to this plan they're not telling us, because it just wouldn't make sense. But yeah, this was a real quick chapter. At least we got the name drop of Yuko the archer, and the stuff with Chrome and them, and Jin coming back, because he's supposed to be one of the major part of the plan. So, you know, him and his communication skills, or speechcraft as they like to say. So he's gonna be the one doing all the talking, I guess, while the music is gonna be like just soothing them up and convince them. So, but again, this plan just seems too kind of fishy and inconvenient, and I don't know, I mean, it's just weird, you know. But yeah, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Holyknight Atlas, signing out.